From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
The crypto crash kicks in overnight. Overnight, cryptocurrency crashes. And while it's starting to rally up a little bit today, crypto winter may be underway. How do you make money even in a crypto winter environment? With the markets down and potentially down for days to come, how can you still make money in cryptocurrency? It's not a lot of false hope. It's not a lot of pep rally. It's choosing the right coins, the top coins of 2021, and staying with them and buying them when they are cheap. Buying on a dip is not buying on a slide. And this recording will go over when coins break through a resistance level, how you need to know that you are in a different situation across the board. Buying in a bear market is different than buying in a bull market, and we'll go over why cryptocurrency could be entering a bear market, but you can still make money across the board. This is Morning Crypto, and how are you? This is LALATE. Make sure you subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record in 1 year and just a few days. Away we go. The fastest growing crypto channel now, a morning show every day here on this channel at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and a tape show here in the afternoons, followed by an overnight live feed. If you're in that live feed last night, you saw what happened. Here, let's recap what happened with cryptocurrency yesterday. Over the last 4 or 5 days, this channel had been recommending a series of coins. And those series of coins had done really well for viewers, up 30 to 50% across the board. That's while the top major 2 coins in market capitalization, the largest positions of coins in the globe, Bitcoin and Ethereum, continue to lose value progressively. While those coins continued to lose value, what was happening with the rest of the market? The rest of the market was down day after day after day, generally across the board. But the coins that I had recommended to viewers were consistently up. Did that signal that something was happening? Not particularly just yet. This is where we were going into yesterday. Polygon, Cardano, KUSAMA, Aave were my top picks all last week and continue to be my top picks even last night. And I added to those picks Solana and Synthetic as they continued to go up day after day after day as other coins, virtually all other coins, were down, whether it was Doge or whether it was Shiba or Ethereum or Bitcoin. They were all down where the 5 or 6 coins that I had recommended to viewers were up day after day after day. So did that signify that something was going on? Did it signify that a crash or a correction were happening? What's the difference between a crash and what's the difference between a correction? A correction is a slight downturn. A crash is a more significant downturn. Then late yesterday, late evening yesterday, we saw a major change across the board. Now, what's important for you to understand is that I fully understand that in the sea of YouTube personalities, there's a lot of people who want to make things seem like a pep rally or a chat or just sort of a vague reference to what's going on. But there was a clear indication of what happened yesterday. The clear indication happened after China stepped in. Why was there a major movement late yesterday? It started with Bitcoin and it started with Ethereum. What's important for you to understand is that if you are not holding a position in Ethereum or Bitcoin, it doesn't make a difference because they are, in a way, the poster child of the industry. And if they take a significant dip down, broadcast media is going to talk about the whole industry down, even if your Polygon position's up. If your Polygon position is up, but Bitcoin is down, the market is going to be reflective of news coverage of the market down. Well, China overnight announced a ban on cryptocurrency transactions from financial institutions and payment companies. And that major news really rocketed across the industry. This was a statement released late yesterday. Recently, cryptocurrency prices have skyrocketed and plummeted, and speculative trading of cryptocurrency has rebounded, seriously infringing the safety of people's property and disrupting the normal economic financial order, was the statement from China late yesterday. So China issued a ban, and the ban was that institutions, banks, online payment channels may not use cryptocurrency. And that includes registration, trading, clearinghouses, settlements. All those may not involve themselves with cryptocurrency. That does not block individuals in China from holding cryptocurrency positions. But this is the latest in a series of moves by Beijing to block cryptocurrency in a country in which a lot of the mining of cryptocurrency occurs. And they said that cryptocurrency is not supported by real value and that they're not going to allow it. So what was the immediate reaction to the news before we get to the actual impact on the markets? The immediate reaction on the news was that this was a break in the industry and that it's not going to be fixed in a few hours. I fully believe, well, I haven't looked at other YouTube channels, I fully believe that other YouTube channels say, we're going to get back to normal today and we'll be back tomorrow. And look, we're up 2% in the last hour. We're doing great. That's not how leading analysts in cryptocurrency are viewing the situation today. They're saying it's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little while. Mike Novogratz, major cryptocurrency investor, told Broadcast News this morning that it was a liquidation event last night. And that when you saw these events, this is what his position was. Humpty Dumpty never gets back together in 2 days when he cracks. It's going to take a while. The market will consolidate. It will find a bottom somewhere. I'm hoping it's close to a bottom here. The story hasn't gone anywhere away. Crypto revolution has happened. But it's going to certainly cause setbacks for a while. People will have lost money and they'll dust themselves off. So what's important to understand is that he does not believe there's going to be a quick rebound and you're going to be back to normal by the end of this afternoon. That's what I want to say to you. And I fully believe that there's going to be YouTube channels that say, hey, we're going to be great. We're going to be absolutely great by the end of today. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But let me go over why we saw as a family this happening late yesterday. I sent out a tweet on Twitter. If you don't follow LA on Twitter, we have about 250,000 viewers, followers on Twitter. And I also sent out a message on the community page of this channel. And I asked a poll, are we in crypto winter now? Are we heading to crypto winter? Or have we not reached crypto winter? What is crypto winter? It refers to a period of time, generally once per year, where the market of cryptocurrency is down and stays down. Meaning that you'll see day after day positions going down or staying flat. It's also called a bear market compared to a bull market. And I asked viewers what they thought. And overwhelmingly, viewers said, we are in a crypto winter now or about to enter a crypto winter. That's very important to understand. Why is that important to understand? Because if you're looking at a coin and you're looking at buying a coin at $10, it may be $7 in a few days from now. So don't be greedy and grab the coin or impatient to grab the coin right now. It may be cheaper in a few days from now. That's item number one. Item number two is that all the optics of the situation signaled a problem last night. That problem started last night when Bitcoin and Ethereum were taking major moves downward. Now, I don't care if you're in SafeMoon. I don't care if you're in Shiba. I don't care if you're in Stellar. If Bitcoin and Ethereum are taking major moves, every broadcast media is not going to report about Stellar or Shiba. They're going to report about Ethereum and also Bitcoin. And I reported last night, I was in the live chat on this channel. I said, if Bitcoin gets under 39,000 and Ethereum breaks under 2,500, you are likely to see a major downdraft, and it did. Ethereum and Bitcoin took a major drop early this morning, about 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. Took a major fall. I got to tell you, what's very important for you to understand is that, and this is one thing that you must follow very clearly, is that the fall was very severe and very quick. I don't think anywhere in the universe of trading stocks will you ever see a free-for-all so quick and so abrupt as Bitcoin and Ethereum fell this morning. Very quick. Now, they are up now. They have rebounded from that drop, but it was a very severe drop. Coinbase was reporting outages. Gemini had outages. So if you wanted to get out of a position, you could not get out of the position. And if you wanted to buy into the position, you couldn't buy into the position. That is the cause of a lot of frustration for a lot of viewers. This is not new. We heard this before for Robinhood before. So with that, let's now understand what's going on with the markets. First, is the crash over? Or could the cryptocurrency market still go lower? I believe it will continue to go lower. How much lower? I think Ethereum could certainly drop low to 1,500. I think Bitcoin could certainly drop far below 35,000 and stay down there for a while. It did go as low as 31,000 this morning, 30,000 approximately. It could stay down near 30,000 for a while. But I also believe that there will potentially be a trading range where it may get its footing back to normal, which it has this morning. It's currently about 10 o'clock on the West Coast, so it's about 6 hours after that big crash this morning. It may regain its footing and then try to get traction, but then fall back again. So you need to be very, very careful about your price choices. And now let's go to how to choose your price choices before we get to the actual coins. So what I've been showing viewers over the course of the last few days is how viewers on other YouTube channels have been sold fake goods on what the difference is between buying the dip and buying the slide. This is a chart far before what happened last night. So this was Dogecoin over the last few weeks. Doge dropped into the 30s this morning. So that's a slide. Do I want to hold a coin like that? Do I want to buy a coin like that? Well, if I'm buying a coin like that, I have to understand it's still going to slide further. So I may buy it on this chart when it was at 48 cents and it'll go to 30-something cents. Here is a dip. A dip, it refers to a momentarily drop in the position that rebounds itself. Now, Polygon, ironically, had a dip last night. So when looking at the coins right now, should you see if there's resistance? Are they holding up? Is it promising? First, what you need to know is that sometimes it is better to forego lost profits and wait till a market is more stable before buying something if you're not used to the representative position. Here's an example. If you've been tracking Home Depot stock for 3 months, then you certainly know where it goes and goes up and goes down. And if it drops very badly because the whole market's down tomorrow, then you can certainly know where to buy it. But if you're sort of unclear where to buy a Stellar because it's falling day after day after day, and you're like, I'm not sure if it's done falling, then sometimes it's better to wait till it starts to uptick. Wait till it starts to uptick. Now let's go back to the respective coins and let's go over why it's important to sometimes take profits. Over the last few weeks, you've seen a personality which has been dubbed the name Doge Millionaire. And a lot of people have taken homage with the terminology. I have as well. I'm not on camera, but I'm going to say it right now. I have a big problem with the terminology. First of all, the person has not made a penny on his position yet because he has not sold. And second, it's based upon an event that has not yet happened. And the event is selling at a great number. Today, the person his position has been eclipsed because it is, while most of the news coverage of him was when Doge was 60 cents, Doge went to 30 cents today. And yeah, Doge may go to $1 and may go to $2 and may go to $3, but it hasn't. And it's like saying to someone who owns Cardano that Cardano may go to 100 and I'll be a billionaire. Well, it hasn't. When it does, then we'll run that story. Ultimately, sometimes you have to take profits. And imagine, had you sold out on Doge at 70 cents, kept the cash on the side, and bought back in at 30 cents, you would have had a very nice profit. That's called taking your profits. Taking your profits on the side. And sometimes that's warranted. All right, now let's jump into the markets across the board and let's see what's going on right now. Let's go into split screen and take a look at the markets. Now, clearly the markets are a little bit stronger now than they were 6 hours ago. At 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was brutal. Bitcoin was down to 30,000. It's now 30. Oh, now went to 40,000. So it is literally. Let's pull up Bitcoin's chart just as example. This is why you have to be very careful on choosing your correct price on buying something, and not presuming that something has rebounded just because it's gone up for a few hours. So the dip was so severe, and it went to 31,000 at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it went to 31,000. And then from 31,000, it traded up, and it has had a relatively calm trade up now to 40,000. So it shows how severe that drop was. Ethereum is at 2,800, but it had gotten very cheap this morning. I had warned viewers last night, if it dropped under 2,500, many believed we had entered crypto winter. So it fell as low as 2,000. It did not break 2,000. It had a resistance level of 2,000. Cardano. So Cardano is 177 right now. Let's see how low Cardano got overnight. Cardano overnight got to as low as 110. 110. So Cardano got as low as 110, but it's right now 177. So let's pull up Cardano, which has been one of my picks across the board. And here is Cardano. Let's see, where is Cardano? Here is Cardano, I think. Nope, here it is. Yeah, so Cardano, when I recommended, was 168. Saturday, it went to 228. So you see how Cardano has really moved across the board. Here's the split screen. So Cardano on Monday went to $2, even though on Saturday it was higher, 228. Cardano right now is 176. So ironically, Cardano is still up from where I recommended on Wednesday. So it has not, but did it go below that level? It did go below the level. So you had the opportunity to buy it this morning at the same level at which it dropped last week. Now, ironically, last Wednesday was a crash as well. Wednesday had a crash across the board. Dogecoin right now is at 39 cents, but it got really hit badly overnight. At one point, let's see the one-day chart on Doge. Doge fell as low as 28 cents overnight, but it was only there for a second. Which brings me to my next pick for viewers of this channel, and that's Solana. Solana was added to our list of picks last night on this channel. And let's look at, along with Synthetic. Solana and Synthetic were new picks. Let's see what Solana did last night. Solana dropped as low as $33. And today it is 47. So that is a nice bounce. If you had gotten Solana based upon my recommendation last night, you would be making a profit right now. A very nice profit, I gotta say. $30-something to 47 since my recommendation last night. So if you had bought Solana and it literally was a dip. It literally was a dip just for about 20 minutes. Then we get to Aave. Aave, which I was watching all last night myself in the live chat with you, really has had a very interesting 24 hours. So Aave fell as low as a 354. And let's see where it is right now. It's $4.99. So boy, had you bought that on that fall last night, you would have been up almost $150. Again, it went down to 350. It's now, let's look at Aave. Aave is currently at 516 now. So it is really, it lost all of its value last night and regained it today. So it's literally back exactly where I had started recommending it last Wednesday. Let's look next on my next pick across the board. And that is, I think I missed it. It's Synthetic. Synthetic was doing well overnight. Oh, there's Polygon. So let's jump to Polygon. I knew I was missing it. So Polygon moves up in market capitalization. Because Polygon has been holding, that's how I missed Polygon. Polygon was 112 when I recommended it. It went to 171 Monday. Last night, it was trading up a lot before the crash. And where is Polygon right now? It's 206. Now, Polygon went up really high after last night's show. After I recommended Polygon last night, it went up to 253. It then fell during that blip to 129. It was literally just a second this morning. Can you imagine? Polygon went to 129. It is now at 208. So here's an example of where you may want to be aggressive. If you want Polygon and you're looking at it at 208 right now and you say, well, it fell to 170 over the last few days. Can I get 170? You may be able to get it 170. So there is an example across the board. The total market, where is the market right now? The total market, if you're looking at coinmarketcap.com with me right now, is down 18%. It was down 6% this morning. It was down substantially earlier. So here's what you need to know. And here is where I'm going to give a lot of tough love. There are some people who make YouTube channels for cryptocurrency for the only purpose of being a pep rally and being a fan page for a coin. I want you to understand that a fan page for a coin is different than a page that provides you information. A fan page for a coin is a fan page that always says the coins are going to go up. It's always going to go up. It goes day down, down after day after day, and people just say it's going to go up. And there are some people that believe that if they continue to talk about a coin, it will go up. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. In the case of some of the meme some of the dog coins, and there's a couple of the dog coins. In case of the couple of the dog coins, they think that they can just simply talk about good stuff all the time, that people will be positive. Second, there's a notion among some crypto investors that you should only hold, never give up, always hold the line, never sell. No. I consistently tell viewers, if you're up and you have a 30% return your money, you can take the profit and then come back in when it goes down again. And if you're up 200%, take the profit, get out, put the money into something else. Potentially buy a house, put a down payment on a house. I use example a lot. I know one reality TV star bought into Doge at $800, spent $800 on Doge, sold out, and got six figures out, about $100,000, $200,000 out of an $800 investment. Did that viewer stay in at? Did that friend stay in? No, she sold out. She got $100,000, $200,000 out of a $800 investment. She sold out at 60, 70 cents before the SNL appearance. She did not hold. Imagine she had held right now what a position that she sold out at 70 cents is worth now. It's gone down to 30%, 30 cents, half of the value of what she sold it at, and has not gone back to 70 cents. So if you have an opportunity to sell, take the opportunity to sell, get out of the position, and then get back in if you want to, or put the money somewhere else. Finally, understand that there's coins that are good and there are coins that are bad. Ethereum and Bitcoin have had day after day after day bad days. They just continually have bad days. Shiba has had bad day after bad day. And I don't care, and this is very important, what I want to tell you right now, is that I don't want to hear from people who look at a 7-day chart starting tomorrow and say, I'm up 4%. Yeah, you crashed on Wednesday, 800%. There's some people who are going to look at a 1-day chart starting tomorrow and say, "Oh, I'm up. There's excitement. I'm up." Yeah, pull out to the 7-day chart. How down are you down on 7-day? But there's new encouragement. No, we're here to make money from day 1 to day 2. And ultimately, had you bought Polygon on the cheap, you would be up. If you bought Polygon last night on the dip, you would still be up. If you bought Cardano on the dip or bought Cardano when I recommend it, you would still be up. Buying coins cheap when there's market corrections or market crashes or opportunities. So now what do you need to know going into the crypto winter? If we're going into a period in which the market will be generally down, can you still make profits? You can. Here's what you need to know, is that virtually 99% of all YouTube channels, that are covering cryptocurrency were birthed by people who have never traded stocks or cryptocurrency or anything in their life until just this year, and they only think that things go up. No market always goes up. I don't care what stock it is. No stock always goes up. No coin always goes up. They always correct themselves. They always have down, flat, or trading cycles, circles. Here are examples. Flat means flat. Cycles means up, down, meaning you don't make money. It goes up for 3 days, it goes down for 3 days. It goes up for 3 days, it goes down for 3 days. Or down means down. And ultimately, you need to be working a lot harder, and I will be working a lot harder for you as we go into a crypto winter. It's harder to make money in a crypto winter than a bull market. And ultimately, this is where it's going to separate the kids from the men. When we look at resistance levels, this is not a profitable situation. This is a coin where it's going up and going down and going up and going down. You need to make sure that you're in a position that doesn't look like that and doesn't look like this. Because even if you look at the end of the screen, if you look at the end of the screen, you see where it's starting to uptick. That may have been a false promise for some people to think, oh, we have a correction. You want instead a chart like this, where it down ticks for a second and it goes back up. So what remain my picks? My picks remain unchanged. 6 coins, which I still recommend going into this morning. But I recommend you to take your time in making purchases when there's down drafts, and that there could be the market still could go down at least another 10%. Polygon, Cardano, KUSAMA, and Aave. I think that Polygon will go to $3. I think Cardano will go to $3. KUSAMA to 700 and Aave to 700. I also am adding to the list Solana and Synthetic. Finally, one of the most important messages for you to understand is the following. Platforms. What you saw last night is that a lot of the major platforms were locking up. And this is not stock trading. So this is where you have to understand that cryptocurrency is different than stock trading. If you're buying stocks on a major stock platform, they're not going to lock up. They are not going to lock up. You want to execute a trade order, execute a sale, execute a buy, you will be able to get it. In the case of cryptocurrency, they're locking up. Do I like that? No, I hate it. I despise it. It's an example of why the industry does not look good to outside purveyors if you show that Gemini is down for 30 minutes this morning. It's down. We're undergoing maintenance. You're not undergoing maintenance. You need to get better computer systems. You're down. You see complaints about Coinbase. You see complaints about Robinhood. This creates divisiveness and lack of security, lack of confidence in the industry. When events like this happen, you can't get in, you can't go out. Here's what's happening. When there was that dip, trust me, there were people who wanted to get in. They probably could not get in, and they got very frustrated. And when things were falling, people wanted to get out, and they couldn't get out. And so they had to get out and lost their profits on getting out. And people lost the opportunity to get a cheaper price and getting in. Ultimately, a lot of things across the board. And with that, let me jump in the live chat, see if there's any questions you may have, because this is how we do it. Let me see who I see in the room. There's Philip, and there is Bab Begsi. How are you? So Cajun Bradley got Doge at 35 cents. That's a great price, Cajun. Congratulations. That's an excellent price. Lupe, I bought in on Polygon and several others, and it's still going strong. I'm not touching those. Good for you, Lupe. There's James. How are you? From Thailand. Well, wow. How are you? Who else do we got in the room? We have Crystal Hunter. How are you? And there is Philip Baca. Vicky, welcome to the family. Everyone welcome Vicky Taylor to the family. How are you? Good morning. We're going to rock down to 2 Electric Avenues, says Philip. How do we buy it? You want to buy it on the major platforms. So like Coinbase, and also you want to buy it on Gemini. Coinbase, Gemini are the major platforms where you can buy these coins on. Ultimately, you see why we're having issues across the board, because a lot of these coins, a lot of these platforms were locking up overnight. Let me jump back into the live chat and see some more of your comments across the board right now. Jacqueline says, I got Polygon yesterday. Oh, great. Good job. Let's see any other questions you have. If you have any questions, drop them in the live chat right now, and I'll answer them for you. And there is Patriot USA. How are you? There's Joanne. How are you, Joanne? And there's Bepsi. And there is Nashim. And there is Vicky. How are you as well? So with that, our currency pick, our top coins remain Polygon, Cardano, Aave, KUSAMA. One of the messages I said last night on this channel, which I'll say again today, is that do not choose a coin just because it looks cheaper. So don't buy Polygon just because it's $1.12. Buy Polygon because it's trading up. When you look at, for example, an Aave, you don't have to buy $700. You don't have to buy the whole coin. So if you want to buy Aave, you can buy a $5 position in Aave. You can spend $5 on buying Aave. You don't have to spend $500 on Aave. The other coins, of course, we are now adding to our buy list are Solana and Synthetic. And with that, thank you for joining me on Mornings Crypto. I'm back with you this afternoon. Remember, be aggressive in your pricing. This is why, if you are focusing on buying coins today, look at the one-day chart, look at the hourly chart. Take your time. And if you're watching this video and say, oh, I missed that downdraft, I missed that down market this morning, I didn't get it. Here's what you need to know. There's always a down day. There's always going to be another down day. And I'm predicting there'll be another 10% correction of the industry across the board. Easiest way to feel it, sense it coming, is if Bitcoin goes under 35,000 and Ethereum drops under 2,500. If you see that happening, expect your coins, which may not be Ethereum and Bitcoin, to be getting cheap and for you to pounce. And with that, thank you for joining me on Big Mornings Crypto Edition. Subscribe, like this video. It really helps. Drop comments in the video. Share the video on Reddit and Instagram and Facebook. Tell people to come on over. We're really surging, so I want this channel to grow. 400,000 subscribers in 1 year and just a few days. Way to go. Subscribe, like this video, and consider becoming a member. I'll see you next at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as noontime LA heats up. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.